Welcome to today's Explainer. You know, it's wild. Most gig workers in the AI data space are just totally stuck. They're grinding away on these low-tier, repetitive tasks, barely scraping by. And the crazy thing? It's not because they aren't working hard. It's simply because they completely ignore the underlying logic of something called named entity recognition. They kind of skim the guidelines, rush the tags, and boom, they lock themselves right out of the high-paying work. So today, we're going to unpack the exact logic you need to master these rules and finally break out of that low-pay cycle. Let's get right into it.
$50 an hour. Yep, that is the standard rate sitting right there on the high-tier pay dashboard once you specialize. These billion-dollar tech companies are more than happy to hand this over when they find someone who actually knows how to train their models correctly. I mean, this isn't some pie-in-the-sky theoretical ceiling. It is the absolute baseline for pros who know how to accurately label complex data. It's totally achievable. You just got to understand the specific mechanics behind the tasks.
And here's the kicker. A single tiny boundary error, that's an instant task rejection. Just like that. But mastering that exact same boundary is literally the key to high-tier acceptance. Most folks fail these super lucrative tasks because of one fundamental logic error. Seriously, just one extra character highlighted by mistake will get your work tossed out. This right here is exactly what separates the $15 an hour workers from the true high-tier specialists, and we are going to bridge that gap for you today.
So here is our roadmap for this explainer. First, unlocking high-tier AI pay. Second, the NER masterclass. Third, why data quality matters. And finally, protecting your AI career. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's keep moving.
Starting off with Section 1, unlocking high-tier AI pay, and specifically, what it actually means to be an RLHF specialist.
To really grasp why the strategy works so well, we have to look at the daily workflow of a senior data professional. The framework we're using today comes straight from an RLHF specialist. If you're not familiar, RLHF stands for Reinforcement Learning from Human Feedback. This pro has evaluated over 5,000 of these high-tier tasks. I mean, these are the folks training the future iterations of artificial intelligence that the whole world is going to end up using. So the workflow we're unpacking isn't just theory. It's the exact daily process that keeps their work highly profitable, top-rated, and completely safe from platform bans.
Moving on to Section 2. The NER Masterclass. Here, we're zooming in entirely on context, boundaries, and hierarchy. Let's start the technical walkthrough right now. What exactly are we doing here? Well, named entity recognition, or NER for short, is basically the engine of contextual AI. It's the process of finding a specific target entity in a chunk of text, and then classifying it into a very strict, predefined category. The concept itself? Super straightforward. But the execution? That requires absolute, pinpoint precision.
You see, context is the absolute king of NER. Take the word apple, for example. Are we talking about a piece of fruit or a multi-trillion-dollar tech giant? Because to an untrained AI model, it's literally just a sequence of 5 letters. Your entire job as a specialist is to give it that context. If you get a sentence like, "I ate a delicious apple," and you tag that as an organization, well, you've just taught a billion-dollar AI that an iPhone manufacturer is a light afternoon snack. Context dictates exactly what the AI learns. You really have to read the whole sentence, not just blindly hunt for keywords.
And here is where, honestly, like 90% of people mess up. Highlighting the word apple is totally correct. But what if your cursor slips and you accidentally grab that little period at the end of the sentence? Boom. That boundary error causes an instant task rejection. You have to include the exact word, but you absolutely must exclude trailing punctuation. No periods, no commas, no quotation marks. If you highlight that period, the AI literally internalizes that a dot is legally part of the company's name. It is a fatal logic error.
These rules actually form a super reliable, repeatable checklist you should run through for every single task. Step 1. Analyze the context. Read the sentence and figure out what the entity is actually doing. Step 2. Set a strict boundary. Drag that cursor incredibly carefully to grab the word and nothing but the word. No extra spaces, 0 punctuation. And step 3, apply the most specific hierarchy label. If your manual gives you location as an option, but there's a more specific subtag like city or geopolitical entity, you always follow the hierarchy and pick the most specific one. Nailing this exact setting will literally double your success rate.
Okay, let's pause for a quick context challenge. Think about the sentence, "Washington led the army across the river." Is Washington a person here, or a geopolitical entity? You know, representing the state or the city. Think back to the context rule we just talked about. A city obviously can't physically lead an army, right? So the context completely demands that this is tagged as a person, specifically George Washington. If you just rely on automatic assumptions without actually reading the text, you're going to fail the task.
All right, here's another interactive loop for you, the boundary test. If the instructions say to tag the organization The New York Times, do you include the word "the" inside your boundary box, or do you just highlight New York Times? This is where you absolutely have to check your specific project guidelines, because rules can sometimes vary. But standard NER practice usually says you look at the official entity name. Figuring out that exact cutoff point, that is exactly what makes you a trusted specialist.
Okay, jumping into Section 3, why data quality matters, and the real business logic behind all of this.
To really crush it in this field, you have to understand the client's macro goals. When low-tier workers flood the system with messy, sloppy boundaries, it directly causes model hallucinations. The AI's foundational learning basically gets corrupted, and it just starts making things up. But when specialists come in and provide precise, clean boundaries, it creates incredibly stable models. These AI companies are pouring billions into this tech. They will happily shell out $50 an hour to make sure they end up in that highly stable category.
And that brings us to a quote from our source material today, which honestly needs to be the foundation of your entire mindset. Data integrity is the most valuable asset you provide. Seriously, you are not just sitting there clicking buttons on a screen. You are actively injecting integrity into a massive machine learning model. If your data is pristine, your value to the platform completely skyrockets. But if your data is sloppy, you're actively harming their multi-million-dollar investments. And trust me, they will remove you immediately.
Let's test your logic again with a classic trap. The Amazon is the longest river in South America. Is the word Amazon acting as an organization or location in this specific context? Think about it really carefully, apply those rules we just went over, and hey, drop your reasoning down in the comments. Solidifying your understanding of these little traps is exactly how you train your brain to catch them automatically when you're actually working.
Now, let's look at Section 4, protecting your AI career by avoiding pattern errors.
I want to pivot here to a very serious reality about keeping your account alive. You really need to watch out for what the platforms call pattern errors. Look, making a mistake once, that's just being human. But repeating the exact same NR boundary mistake over and over again, that mathematically flags your profile in their system. These platforms audit aggressively for low quality, and platform bans absolutely will happen if you start showing pattern errors. It basically signals to them that you either don't get the rules or you just don't care. So focus relentlessly on data integrity to guarantee yourself a long, super profitable career.
So now that you grasp the absolute necessity of precise NER boundaries, your profile is perfectly primed for those higher tiers. But as you move up, you're going to need some more robust data management skills to handle the massive data sets you'll be evaluating. The natural next step in your high-tier journey is learning database querying. I highly recommend checking out our explainer on SQL for data professionals. It's the perfect bridge between raw text evaluation and managing those massive data sets.
So, what is the ultimate takeaway from all this? Quality is everything. Data integrity is not just some corporate buzzword, it literally is your entire career in this industry. Mastering these strict rules is what separates the amateurs from the high-earning pros. If you want to keep leveling up your professional growth, make sure to subscribe to Online Income Hub. And I want to leave you with a final thought to ponder next time you log into your dashboard. When you draw that next boundary box with absolute perfect precision, what massive global AI system will your data train next? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.